April 25th, 2026, Washington, D.C. Inside the Washington Hilton, one of the most high profile events in America was taking place. The White House Correspondents Dinner, a night where a president of the United States, the vice president, cabinet members, journalists, and the powerful figure all gather under one roof. Security was tight, everything felt controlled, safe, predictable. But that night, something went wrong. A man was already inside the building, not as an intruder but as a guest. His name was Thomas Allen, 31-year-old, a teacher, an engineer, someone who on the outside looked completely normal. No major criminal history, no obvious warning sign, just another face in the crowd. But behind that normal appearance, something was changing. Day before the event, Allen had quietly booked a room inside the same hotel. No alarms, no suspicious, just a regular check-in. But once he entered the room, everything shifted. He was not there to stay, he was there to study. He observed the layout of the hotel, the movement of the people, the placement of the security, the entry point, the weak spot. While everyone else saw a hotel, he saw a system, and more importantly, he saw a way in. He chose a path most people would not even notice, a back stair wall, 10 floors above the ballroom. A route that allowed him to move without drawing attention. Step by step, he built a plan. This was not random, this was not impulsive, this was calculated. Hours before the event, he prepared himself. Black clothing, weapons ready, a shotgun, a pistol, knives, and everything is placed. And then he sent an email, a message to his family, titled Apology and Explanation. I wish I could have said anything earlier. That was not just a message, it was a goodbye. At around 8:36 p.m., the event was in full swing. Inside the ballroom, over 2,000 people were present. Speeches were happening, people were laughing, cameras were rolling. The president was seated at the head table. Everything looked normal, and then Allen made his move. He approached the main security searching area, and suddenly he ran. Security had only a second to react, and then the gunshot echoed through the building. Everything froze. Panic spread instantly. But what happened next changed everything. A Secret Service officer was hit, the bullet striking his protective vest. For a moment, it could have ended there, but it didn't. It didn't fall. He didn't hesitate. He responded. Within seconds, he drew his weapon and fired back. Allen was stopped, tackled, and taken to the ground before he could reach the ballroom. The entire attack lasted only moments. Inside the hall, chaos already begun. Agents rushed the stage. The president was immediately surrounded and evacuated. The first lady, the VP, cabinet members, and all moved out within seconds. Guests dropped on the table. Some ran, some froze. In less than 10 seconds, the entire leadership structure of the United States was secured. Think about that 10 seconds. Because if those seconds did not exist, if the response had been slower, if Allen had made it just a little further, history might have changed forever. Multiple leaders in one place, all exposed, all vulnerable. The outcomes could have been catastrophic, but it did not happen. And that raises the biggest question. Why? Why would someone like him do something like this? Investigator later found writings, a manifesto where he expressed anger, frustration, and a belief that he was acting for a purpose. He didn't see himself as a criminal, he saw himself as necessary. And that's what makes this terrifying. Because the most dangerous people are not always hidden in the shadows. Sometimes they check into a hotel, walk through the lobby, blend in with everyone else, and wait. He did not break in, he walked in like he belongs there.